Hi, I'm Mackenzie Mills, the Healthcare Marketing Specialist here at ShellPoint, and with me today I have Dr. Eccles Brown from the Arbor Medical Center. How are you today?
I'm well. How are you, Mackenzie?
Good. Thank you so much for joining us to talk about eye health issues. It means a lot to have you as a resource for our team.
Well, wonderful. Thank you so much for having me.
So tell me, what are the most common issues that our residents would be facing as it relates to their eye health?
Well, I think cataracts are a big one. Everybody gets cataracts if you're lucky enough to live long enough. So that's just where the lens inside of the eye becomes a little cloudy as the years go on. It prevents the light from being able to enter the eye and basically makes your vision blurry. And once that gets bad enough, then we recommend surgery to take it out. As years go on as well, even after cataract surgery, the cataract never comes back, but sometimes people can have a film behind their lens implant. Fortunately, we fix that very easily with a little laser to help take care of it, and then there's never any problems after that. Some other things that are very common in our population here at ShellPoint are macular degeneration. This is something that is very important, and there's two kinds. There's the dry and the wet. The dry kind is much more common and slowly affects the central vision as the years go on. The best thing to do for that really is to wear sunglasses, and there's vitamins as well that can help with the eyes. So those are very important things. Making sure that there's no smoking or even secondhand smoke is something that's very important as well in that process.
Is there any dietary recommendations for either one of those conditions that people should take into consideration?
Absolutely. For macular degeneration, I always recommend for my patients to try to eat a lot of green leafy vegetables. We found that a lot of the antioxidants, lutein, zeaxanthin, in these are able to really help the health of the eye. Additionally, I always recommend that they try to take a lot of omega-3 fatty acids in their diets. Fish, especially salmon, is really high in this, and so that can really help patients who have macular degeneration. And even with dry eyes, I'll recommend my patients take fish oil supplements. Krill oil in particular can really help with dry eyes, which is another super common condition that we face, especially as the years go on, particularly with women.
Well, that's very good. And it sounds like all three of those, there are either, if not cures, at least recommendations or things that people can do to help address the issues to make them more manageable at a minimum.
Absolutely. Oh, yes. There's a lot that you can do for each one of these conditions, especially the macular degeneration and the dry eyes. Dry eyes, there's a lot of treatments out there, a lot of drops. At some point, we'll even sometimes recommend different oral medicines to help with that. And so blepharitis is another very common thing. Inflammation of the eyelid margins really contributes to dry eyes. And people don't even really know what that is until they come in and talk to us, and we're like, yes, this is affecting you. And they're like, oh yes, I am having symptoms from that. And so it's nice to just be able to give that education, help patients find ways to make their symptoms better and their lives easier.
Wonderful. I recently heard a statistic about diabetes and blindness, and diabetes being the #1 cause of blindness in the United States, and it really got me thinking, how often should someone be going to have an eye exam, and should it be more often for a diabetic?
Absolutely. It's very important that every diabetic has a dilated eye exam every year. So at the time of the diagnosis, they need to come right in and see us so we can get a baseline. And then if everything is good, there's no signs of diabetes affecting the back of the eye, they still need to come every year. If we do start to see the signs of diabetes, then we're going to need to see them back more frequently. And you know, the worse the back of the eye looks from the diabetes, of course, we'll need to see them more and more frequently.
Wonderful. Well, if you have not had a routine eye exam in the last year, or have recently been diagnosed with diabetes, or are experiencing any change in your vision or issues with the eye that you're interested in addressing with Dr. Eccles Brown, please don't hesitate to call the Elmquist Eye Group at 936-2020, and they'll be happy to schedule you for an appointment right here at the Arbor Medical Center. Thank you so much and have a great day.